For this web tech coursework, we have decided to focus on Holiday Inn website. This was due to the complexity of the site and its many users and wide range of customers. Table of contents for the presentation are as follows. Overview of website, services offered and existing functionality, usability test and methods, usability issues and improvements, description and design of functionality, effects on mobile devices, and web technologies for improvement and recommendations.
In terms of website functionality, which refers to the ease with which a person can operate and utilize its services, we identified the main functions the site offers and then evaluated the usability issues that essentially inhibited functionality. The Holiday Inn website provides a variety of services that includes the process of booking, choosing the hotel locations, choosing the destination, check-in and check-out date, choosing the number of people, payment online, hosting meetings and events, trip advisory information, social media access, feedback, and information on mobile websites and applications.
In order to evaluate the Holiday Inn website, we used two usability testing methods. The first one was a guerrilla field test. Considering Holiday Inn can be attributed an exceedingly broad audience as it encapsulates anyone who can travel, we attempted to focus mainly on family, businessmen, and individual travelers' needs. The scenarios designed in the guerrilla usability test were angled toward evaluating the needs of the audience and how the website fulfills these. We carried out a total of 10 interviews and obtained results that were presented throughout the research. We also produced a questionnaire to obtain more data regarding usability and received a large pool of responses. The usability questionnaire was designed from a variety of templates in order to get an accurate gauge of the usefulness and usability of the site.
Also, so I will introduce some problems of the website. The first one is the issue of too many pictures on the homepage of the web page can be changed by keeping the main picture at the top so as to keep attractive to browsers, while deleting some pictures that are not persuasive and dazzled. So we can change this into using only words or phrases to make sure that browsers can directly find out what they want from the website.
One of the main problems we found was that 5 out of 7 images on the homepage redirected to the exactly same site. So if users wanted to access information about a set topic quickly, it was actually quite hard. So the improvement we made was that by clicking on each individual image, you're instantly redirected to the specific page with the corresponding information and everything about the topic.
Further along issues with the page, the Holiday Inn website has a major flaw with usability pertaining to changing the language of the page. The language tab is unable to be accessed. One must first change the country, and then the language changes to fall in line with the presumed country. This poses an issue with user experience as one's main language does not always correspond with the country they are in. The issue of being unable to alter the language preference independent of changing the country can be solved by the insertion of a drop list. We have simply inserted a separate language tab in the form of a drop list with the option of all recognized languages, which the user can control himself, drag through the options of languages, select, and the page translates to suit.
The initial virtual assistant has restrictions on the question types that browsers may ask. However, this would not be effective if a browser has questions towards other aspects. So we designed a new virtual assistant page for browsers, which has no topics constrained and some frequently asked questions still provided.
Another problem we identified was the advisory section of the website. So we have updated that part as it was very vague and did not present much information for potential users of the website. We have included a number of countries which might cause travel conflicts and produced a detailed explanation of the potential problems. This gives users a heads up and helps them understand the potential problems which may arise, somewhat a warning from the Holiday Inn website. We feel as if this is a key element for a website which specializes in travel, as all users should be aware of any dangers when using the service.
Currently, the download buttons for the app are all the way down at the bottom of the page, making it hard to find access, and the main logo at the very top of the page is small and not very eye-catching, making it easy to forget what website the user is on. For the improvement, we reallocated the download buttons for the app to the main part of the homepage near the top of the page, making it easy to find and very accessible if that's why the user has accessed the web page. Furthermore, we have enlarged the logo at the top of the page, making it of appropriate size for it to stand out.
A further problem we encountered was that the headings on the images on the homepage were far from informative. They were very vague and didn't really address the topics they were trying to explain for. So what we did was change the headings to ones that actually explain what the site is offering and what the Holiday Inn website wants to market about its chain.
Again, concerning language issues, often when the language is changed by choosing the country, the page remains the same. Some of the languages that are intermittently inaccessible include Polish, French, and other European languages. Sometimes they operated without issue, and other times the page was not responsive. Our improvement is using website builders such as Wix, Squarespace, or Weebly, where one can design a multilingual website. Whilst a technology of this sort may already be used on that site, these are some of the most popular website builders with language switching capabilities.
The absence of the search bar was a major talking point in our questionnaires and usability tests, pointing us towards a clear direction on whether to implement a search bar or not. We have placed the search bar at the top of the main page, making it easy for users to search for specific elements if needed, instead of accessing the menu and then navigating through that, which may take a little longer. We think this is an important part of a website, with its competitors having this element implemented.
We also identified some usability issues on a mobile platform and potential solution for these problems. Firstly, the header is not obvious enough for mobile devices, being the logo of Holiday Inn is too small to identify. The site's branding should be large for users to identify this Holiday Inn website at a glance. Also, there are too many pictures and advertisement for the mobile webpage, and this may cause the users to be unable to find out which parts should be prioritized. In addition, on mobile devices, users can access Manage Reservations page through the menu button. However, the application needs some changes in its user interface, as the page is clearly not optimized for a screen other than desktop, as images are portrayed as too large to show fully. For a solution, we are thinking of using Bootstrap.
So we introduced some web technologies and recommendations for the website. The reservation management web page on the mobile devices is not responsive enough. Therefore, we will use Bootstrap, which is essentially a framework associated with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Is perfect to solve this problem. Bootstrap uses a grid layout that quickly adjusts itself to the appropriate screen resolution. Using this, we can alter the problematic reservations management page. Moreover, the glitches in the translation of page can be adjusted with popular website builders. These websites include Wix, Squarespace, and Weebly. Many of other issues identified via usability test methods were found to be simply aesthetic. Those can be quickly solved by introducing a jobless feature through the coding. The issue of out-of-date travel advisory section can be solved by frequent website maintenance. Furthermore, in order to alter the not entirely useful virtual assistant feature offered on the site, we have decided to look at artificial intelligence technology. Moreover, other hotel institutions have used AI in a manner of innovative ways with programs such as Rose at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas or Connie the Staff at Hilton.
In conclusion, from our in-depth research and evaluation, we have identified a variety of usability issues on Holiday Inn website that hinder efficiency, ease of use, ease of learning, and more. Through studying various technologies combined with user preferences, we have compiled a list of recommendations and potentially useful technologies in the hopes of improving overall user experience. Your objective should always be to eliminate instructions entirely by making everything self-explanatory, or as close to it as possible. When instructions are absolutely necessary, cut them back to a bare minimum. By Steve Krug in Don't Make Me Think, A Common Sense Approach to Web Usability.